Good morning, Sat Sri Akal, Namaskar. Friends, my name is Sandeep and I lead PCS Solutions. Now, PCS Solutions is a niche company which is basically providing data mitigation strategies for organizations for the risk which is hovering around cloud, network, and endpoints. We are based in Delhi, Gurgaon, with a solid team of technical people with close to about 20 years of work experience in the enterprise industry, especially around north of India. Now, if you look at organizations, there are two types of risk. One is the data risk, and second is risk in terms of protecting the network, firewalls, and core infrastructure. Now, coming to the data risk, why is data important? So data is the biggest asset to any organization after its employees. That's very clear. Now, if we look at data, all of us are using data every day in our life. Whether it is creating an Excel sheet, which may be reporting to our management, or creating some presentation, or HR sending an offer letter to employee, all of this is data in some form or the other. Whether it's an Excel sheet, Word file, PDF file, a notepad file, end of the day, all of this is data. While some of this data could be critical, some of this data could be not critical. Now, end of the day, we realize that data is there with us. Now, if you look at data, data is residing largely around endpoint. And when I say endpoint, I would basically mean the laptop, desktops, mobile devices, tablet devices, all of this are endpoint devices, which is basically used by end users for consumption and usage of data. Second, the data hovers around the company's network, which is where they use a lot of applications like email, like CRM, or various such applications. Then third is that we have a lot of data which is hovering around the cloud, whether it is cloud service given by Microsoft or Google or Amazon or any such service provider. Now, very important thing is that while this data is in use, all of us realize that it's very important to converse with data day in, day out. But what if it goes into wrong hands? Whether it is knowingly or unknowingly, this goes into wrong hands. This can lead to a lot of nuisance and mess for the company. It can lead to a big financial loss. It can lead to a big, litigation to the company. So we guys have to be very, very careful and protective about our data. So we have to ensure that people work with the data, but they should not be able to take away the data and misuse to companies' disadvantage. Now, in my further videos, I will explain how this data travels and how this data can create a dent and how we can protect the data. But today, it is important for you to understand the risk of a data and strategies which the company should adopt to protect the data. Second, very important aspect as far as cyber risk is concerned is that company also need to protect data from hackers and invaders who might want to enter into a company and damage an individual or company as a whole. They might want to put the firewall down and they might want to put the complete network down, and they might have a very bad intention to do that. We all of us read through the media how Pakistani website got down. There are different attacks on companies like Sony. There are different attacks which happened on even Google or Yahoo. So the intention is that people want to bring down a company network just to get the competitive advantage. So as a company, we should have a very strong defense mechanism to be able to protect our network. So I will explain to you how we can develop and protect using some strategies in my next videos. So while summing it up, I will just quickly tell you data are two types. One is the actual data, which is a typical editable data which companies are using. Second is defense is protecting company data from malware, phishing, ransomware, or so on and so forth. So, I mean, I'll end this video right now, and in my subsequent videos, I'll explain to you each and every concept in detail, how DLP can protect, and how terms like CASB and web security, firewall, etc., can explain the company to protect the data. Thank you so much for watching in. Stay tuned for my next video. God bless. Shabakar. Thank you.